Aaron Keller released his first director take blog, and it seems that the team has huge plans for Overwatch 2 in 2024. Let's have a look. Hey guys, I'm Deemzies from the Omnic Post. All the New Year's receptions, the hugs and kisses, the 600 times of Happy New Year every single day seem to be slowly dying off. But it seems that the good intentions are not out of the air just yet. Aaron Keller, the game director for Overwatch 2, just posted his new director take, the first one for 2024, and it is a doozy. Now, this is the first in a series of blogs that is going to outline their plans for 2024. As I have said before, 2024 is going to be a critical year for Overwatch 2, and the team at Blizzard seems to be dead set on proving me right. In his blog, Aaron talked about a lot of changes, but one of them that actually is coming very soon might change the game forever, which is what Team 4 wants to do. They want to evolve Overwatch over the next 2 years beyond new heroes, new maps, new modes, cosmetics. This game needs to grow. And that growth is going to be fueled by our needs, the community. But what follows is not in the blog, by the way. That's 100% me. We need to realize that we as individuals are not the community. That the community is made up out of millions of individuals. And that every of these individuals perceives this game in their own way. From what I've seen up till now, they are definitely making an attempt at covering as much of these individuals with all of these changes, while keeping the original team-based, hero-based, competitive shooter directive intact. But that will not be easy, and for certain individuals, and even some groups, especially on the more competitive side of Overwatch, some of this might sound worrying. But anyways, let's have a look. Let me start out with the easy part. Quick play hacked. We already talked about it. But Aaron also addressed it in his blog and kind of situated it as one of the experiments that they're doing within this whole exercise. They are trying to address our needs even if we do not fully understand why and how. Aaron said that they'll be looking at the psychological impact of this weekend. Because while Overwatch can be a very fun game when everything works out, when it doesn't, it can be very frustrating. The thing is, in a competitive shooter, things are often not going to work out. You'll get killed, sniped, rolled, and even sometimes losing with the slightest bit of difference can be frustrating. But you know what? That's how it goes. What they're trying to do is to minimize the impact of those things going wrong on your mood. So in this particular case, if they shorten the respawn, will you dying feel as frustrating? If the match itself is shorter, will the time that you put in that match feel like lost time in case you lose? And the positive effects of faster progression, faster battle passes, and so forth and so forth. How do we feel about all of that? Now, how do you measure something like that? Well, they hacked into your webcam. So put on some pants, please. Nah, seriously. They'll probably just look at comments on social media, on Reddit, on the forums. In any case, go check out the quicker play. I think it is an important moment in the history of Overwatch. And you know what? The next of these experiments is coming pretty soon. Aaron said in his blog that they have another one planned in Season 8, which ends in just a few weeks. Other features Aaron hinted at was map voting, mitigating spawn camping, and improvements to both the scoreboard and backfilling. Now, for one, let's make sure that the normal backfilling as we know it today does actually work. In case you missed it, over the last few weeks, there was an issue where the backfill just wouldn't happen. But I know Blizzard has been working on it, and it seems to have fixed the issue for the bigger part. Not fully, but they're getting there. On the other hand, not being put in a match that is literally about to end, or in a losing situation where you already are on the losing streak, yeah, those are kind of things that would be well to avoid. I'm also a big fan of the idea of mitigating spawn camping. I think it is one of the most juvenile moves in the whole of Overwatch. And map voting? Well, it kind of depends on the execution. And I am slightly worried that the pre-game is going to feel like figuring out your taxes. There's map voting, there's hero banning, then you pick your own hero, you pick a skin, yeah. And it's starting to sound like a whole lot of work. And we need time to destroy that spawn room, so come on, Blizzard. However, the features I'm most excited about are the ones that are tied into team play, which is a very important part of Overwatch. As I said before, if that all kind of works out, it is just glorious. And Team 4 wants to help us to achieve that glory by giving us tools and features that should motivate us to stick together. For one, in Season 9, which is just weeks away, they're going to be tuning the group to respawn. In case you missed that, since a few weeks, people that die within a certain time frame of each other will spawn together, which actually pushes people to run in or to run back to the objective together. It is one of the best features that they have added in the last few months, without a doubt. However, some people still don't get it, so they're going to be working on improving that. And then they have been discussing stuff like a mini-map that shows where all of your teammates are, or party frames, which are the team health bars as we've seen them in PvE, but then they might move them to PvP, which is something that I have been saying for years now. But according to Aaron, the chances of that happening are pretty high. The minimap, not so much. The thing is, of course, no matter how hard you push for team play, some people are just not up for it. And to avoid players and their teams to suffer too much from the occasional sheep straying from the herd, Blizzard is making a change that might change the game forever. In Season 9, tanks and DPS are going to get a tuned down version of the support passive. That is right, they will be healing themselves slightly when they're not in combat. The implications of that change, they are huge for every single role. For one, Genjis won't need to ask for healing anymore. Well, they still will. For the casual players, this is going to be very different, easier. I mean, supports won't have to keep an eye on that widow up on the perch the whole time. Flankers have the capacity to kind of keep their own health pool in check at least a little bit, and they won't have to rely on their supports or health packs as much. Now, the competitive players, they might have issues with this change. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but we're not done yet. There is more. Aaron also unveiled that we're getting some huge balancing changes in Season 9, and they have one goal, and that is reducing the damage spikes. I mean, we've all had those moments where we die and we do not fully comprehend what just happened to us. Like we're at full head one moment and damn, we're gone. Zap. Bye-bye. Now, how they're going to do this exactly is something they're going to discuss in a future blog post. But it is starting to look that 2024 is going to be the year where Overwatch 2 shakes off that Overwatch 1.5 label. We'll have to wait and see if it is for the better or for the worse. And they're just getting started. More of these types of director takes with huge announcements are coming on competitive, hero balancing, and economics. I'm extremely curious to see what they have to say about all of it. But tell me, what do you think about the whole DPS and tanks self-healing? Let me know in the comments. A big thank you to my patrons for their support. You guys are legends. And you too can become part of the Omnic Post family over on patreon.com/theomnicpost. Check out this video on how Blizzard is hacking quick play. And above all, make sure to subscribe. Take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye-bye.